Guys, Chris here with the Unshakable Man, and it's great to be on the cushion with you again today. Today we're talking about emotional fitness, or the 8 components of emotional fitness. And in this video, I want to talk about emotional vocabulary, and I'm going to relate it to our men's groups specifically, and as well as how can we increase our emotional vocabulary in general. But why is it so important to be in a men's group to do that? Right? So emotional vocabulary is pretty self-explanatory. It's do you have the words to relate to your emotional experience, right? And I can give you an emotional vocabulary chart. I can talk with you about the five emotions, right? But really, I think that those things are so unhelpful if you aren't connected to your body, if you're not embodying them. Otherwise, they're just words on a sheet of paper. And so that's why I want to talk about this first and foremost, which is why you need to be in a men's group, or why every man needs to at least go through the experience of being in a men's group for 6 months of his life. Is because when we sit in a group with a group of other human beings who identify as male, and we slow down and we move through a process, we set some agreements, we check in, and we learn how to get present. When we witness another man relating to his experience and using his own emotional vocabulary that he brings into the space, we receive that vocabulary. And in turn, we get more attuned to our own emotional spectrum, and we deepen our emotional spectrum and broaden our emotional spectrum. And for many men, emotional vocabulary is where it all starts. It's because once we start being able to connect the words that are coming out of our mouth with the experience that's happening on or in our body in a more granular way, we're able to connect with other people in our life, with the experience of our life. And that's one way, one place where name it to tame it comes from, right? The ability to simply identify what am I feeling on or in my body, and to give it a vocabulary word is a big deal. But I don't want to understate how big a deal it is. It's hard to do this on your own. And that's why you need to be in a men's group. That's emotional vocabulary.